I store all my files in AppData Roaming because it's more secure. I know computers. Back during the start of the pandemic, I was part of a team converting employees from desktop machines to laptops so they could work remotely. We were doing dozens of migrations a week. Our usual process was simple. We would pull the hard drive from the old desktop, connect it to a USB drive dock, the classic USB toaster, create the user profile on the new laptop, and copy over their data. Most users had the usual stuff: documents, desktop, pictures, maybe some random folders. Then I got one migration that seemed too easy. I mounted the user's old drive and started checking the normal locations. Desktop. Documents. Pictures. Almost nothing. Just a few small files. I remember thinking it was strange, but I assumed he probably worked out of shared drives or OneDrive. That wasn't unusual. So I finished the migration, shipped the laptop out, and moved on. A few days later he calls me. None of my files are here. I told him that was strange because there was almost nothing on the drive when I did the transfer. He immediately insisted he had loads of files. Then he said something that caught my attention. My shortcut doesn't work anymore. Apparently he had a shortcut on his desktop and another pinned in File Explorer that both pointed to his files. So I asked where the files were actually stored. Without hesitation he says, they're in the roaming folder. I paused for a second because I thought I misheard him. I asked again just to be sure. Yes. AppData //roaming, that's where he stored all of his files. Every document. Every folder. Everything. His reasoning? It's more secure. I know computers. To be fair, in a weird way he wasn't completely wrong. Nobody goes digging around in the roaming folder looking for someone's spreadsheets. Sure enough, I mounted the old drive again and checked. AppData //roaming was absolutely packed with files. Thousands of them. So instead of the normal migration, we ended up running a remote file transfer over the network to move everything into actual user folders. And that's the story of the only user I've ever met who used AppData //roaming as their primary file storage system. ***. Honestly, part of me respects the commitment.